going on, Will?
What's up? Back again.
Man, we are back. It's been officially a month since we started this. That's crazy.
It is crazy when you think about it, though. 4 episodes,
Not that
light,
bad.
light.
We, you might need to up the count. Um, but welcome back, everybody, to our loyal followers, our loyal five of you. We love you graciously. But welcome back to the 2G's pod. It's your boy D Ward, and we got the homie Will.
What's up?
Man, so this week I just wanted to start it off. I feel like throughout this process, want them to get to know us a little better. So just wanted to ask a question of the week, a get to know you question of the week. And I saw this on somebody's TikTok. It said, "What regular activity do you think you can go pro in?"
See, since you do know me, you probably know what my answer is gonna be. But I
Shopping at
could.
Ross and finding sneakers.
That's part of it. I could definitely be a professional basketball shoe reviewer
Oh,
for sure.
honestly, yeah.
No, I could easily do that. Part of like I thought about it, but part of me is like I'm not that good at basketball. Like I'm alright, but then I go and watch the videos of these sneaker reviewers, and they're trash.
Honestly, hoop shoes reviews.
Hoop
We
shoes
really
reviews,
be,
bro. Look
we
at it.
really be
Yeah.
hooping.
Watch out for the pivot from 2G's to Hoop Shoes Reviews. It's coming.
We just gonna add that as a segment on the channel. Who
Yeah.
shoes reviews?
Nah,
It's
we
funny.
can do that.
So this is one of the ways or one of the things that me and Will like to do is hoop all the time. When I tell you we go and just literally like after class, hey man, you trying to hoop today? Yeah, for sure. Hey man, you trying to hoop today? It's back when I lived in Miami. I didn't have no car, so Will would always come pick me up, or I would ride the little metro to the gym, and we would just meet up there and hoop. Now, one thing I started finding, I was like, oh man, I was like, oh, those is nice. Oh, you got them Kobe's? Oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. All right, cool. Usually when you hoop with somebody or you hoop in the gym, you always see people with the same shoes on. I have never seen this man Will hoop in the same shoes at all. Like, no. Okay, so I will take that back. So the only time Will hoops in the same shoes is because he's trying out a new pair of shoes. He doesn't like them. He's like, oh, let me go back to the ones I wore last week. Oh, let me go back to the ones I wore
Yeah,
last week. Yeah, that's crazy.
that's definitely a thing. I do have a lot of pairs of basketball shoes. You can usually tell within the first, 10, 20 minutes if the shoe's gonna be all right or not. Like I don't really believe in that whole like extensive break-in process.
Hmm.
If the shoe is not comfortable, why even bother with it?
Yeah, that's true. And you really do have an uncanny talent of going to Burlington Coat Factory, going to the Nike outlets, and just coming up on some heat for like $30. It's
Ross, Marshalls,
crazy.
yeah, 29
Absolutely
99
crazy.
easily.
Yeah, you buy damn near five shoes a week.
Think
It's like-
about it as like as what $60.
Honestly, I'm gonna drop the clips of us. We hoop a lot. Like I said, I was jokingly starting a hoop shoes reviews channel, but I have hella clips of Will just trying out different shoes and going to hoop with us. So I'll add those in next time. Um, for me, what regular activity do I think I can go pro in? Honestly, I think I could go pro in. Uh, I want to say like watching business content or like consuming a bunch of like business content. If you don't know, I watch YouTube religiously in terms of like self help, in terms of business, all types of like weird niche content. I watch it at 2x speed. It's a good habit and a bad habit at the same time. I am able to string together that knowledge and utilize it in like my daily life and business and sales. So I think I honestly can go pro in that, and I really should just start spitting out some opinions on a lot of these different people's channels and
Honestly,
giving them reviews on their content.
yeah, you rubbed off on me a little bit with that. Like I can't do the 2x speed. That's a little bit too fast for me to process. But 1.5, that speeds things up and keeps it understandable.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, so we got to do a little slight review from the previous week. I did a clip on our IG about all of the potential people who were going to make a comeback year, and they all have disappointed. When I have said Klay Thompson,
Clank
boy, what is you
Thompson,
doing?
my boy, Clank Thompson.
What is you doing? He was making me look bad. Ben Simmons was out here getting crossed.
Oh my God, Ben Simmons he dodged the return to Philly.
I, I'm just gonna chalk it up to it being a warm up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was a warm up, and then we had last night. This is the only game I watched last night. We had the absolute return of this man right here, Lonzo Ball.
yeah, he looked
Boy
good out there.
came out and hit two threes right away, like he has
You
never
know,
left.
hitting that first shot, that must have like felt like a weight just released off of his shoulders, off his heart. That must have been such a relief to just like take and make the first shot. The first shot that's a difficult shot. That's probably the most difficult shot you'll take. You know, that very first shot when you first check in, especially coming off the bench. So props to him for making that. That was a great return.
It really was just a good flow of the game. If you watch the first shot play, he's out here passing, screening away, and then he got the ball back wide open by himself in the corner and was just, oh, okay, this is green all day. And you could see like his flow for the game was still there, right? And so
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
also just doing all of like the extra work. And a lot of people don't do that extra work. When I'm talking about the hustling that gets you back into those games, a lot of people don't do that, right? So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Let me go after this loose ball. It's going to give me that momentum that I need when I'm either, like I'm trying to feel the flow of the game. It's all those little hustle plays. Like you don't know, like even the garbage points, like those little things just start stacking, adding your confidence, building up your stats, building up your overall momentum while the game is going. And he for sure he looked like a potential all-star. I was trying to see who he would be able to sneak in over on the they're in the East, right? So on the East,
yeah.
I'm thinking he might be able to take Halliburton's spot.
Nah, that's definitely a hot take. That's
I'm
an extremely hot
thinking
take. I heavily disagree with that one. Halliburton was putting up like 21 and 11. Like he's so look, listen. Lonzo, great player. I really like his game. I don't think he'll ever be an all star. I think he'll always be a solid starter and like a very sought after, valuable player. Kind of like in the same vein as Alex Caruso. Obviously, his numbers are going to be better than Caruso, but Caruso's a great defender, solid shooter, and a guy that could fit on any single team. But not all star, and definitely not taking Halliburton's spot.
I
You
saw
don't with
the
that
de-
one. You
I
ain't going
saw
with
the
that one.
decline. I want to say when Halliburton was hurt out there, and also I'm thinking the way that he gets in right is his assist. I feel like he'll get in off of assists because his teammates can shoot. Zach Levine, uh, I can't think of the dude's name with the long hair right now, uh, and his defense, and he was averaging like half a point a minute. So if he plays, 40 minutes out of the game, that's 20, 10, and some defense. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially on the comeback, I think his numbers will be decent. I think he'll average maybe like 12, 5, and 5 this year
Hmm.
with some good defense, which is very solid starter quality. But yeah, Lonzo, he already he knows his role, and once he kind of accepted that he wouldn't be that superstar that he was drafted to be,
Hmm.
he gained all the necessary skills that he would have needed to stick around in the league for a long time.
Okay, I can see that, but I do see him just depending on how well he does. He might sneak in.
All
I
right,
think he has.
if it happens, clip it and tell everybody that I didn't believe you because I did.
Put him on the reserve team at least. We'll see. Oh man, something else that happened this week. Paul George, Palmdale native, couldn't play a full game without getting hurt, and
Podcast P, my inspiration right there.
I can't believe. But it's nothing serious, so
Yeah, he'll be all right. That was kind of like
yeah,
a freak accident kind of thing.
he's prone to freak accidents though. When does it
That's
stop being a
true.
freak accident when you are the target. Maybe bad luck. Like I don't know what it is.
I think it's bad luck, and I think it's just like I think we can stop calling it a freak accident when it's like the same injury, like
Hmm.
Lonzo Ball's knee. That was the
Hmm.
thing. Paul George just randomly hyperextending his leg, randomly cracking his leg on the side of a basket like that. That's not his fault.
That's just bad luck.
That's not
Honestly,
his fault.
that's really just bad luck. Oh man.
It's
Uh,
all good because he's gonna dry his tears with $220 million.
you know, that's not bad. He might have a John Wall kind of kind of close to his career here. Just get
Nah,
paid.
Paul will he'll be all right. He'll come back and be just fine.
Oh man. And then I guess speaking of Paul George, this is low key breaking. Kind of funny. That's a breaking. But our boy, well not our boy, but his boy, we have Kawhi Leonard said he is out for an indefinite amount of time. Hasn't even played a game.
Yeah, man. So Kawhi, he he is injury prone. There's no freak accident there. His knees have been cooked for years now. He did
Hmm.
manage to play like 68, 69 games last season, which was, a very good total for him. I think that was the third highest total number of games that he's ever played in the regular season in his career.
Hmm.
But it's apparent that he can't stay healthy at this point. So, yeah, looking at that, I'm no longer mad that, or not mad, I'm just not mad that Paul George, decided to leave and go elsewhere. Do feel bad for James Harden because it just seems like his luck when it comes to going to teams and people being injured has just been horrible.
Yeah, I think that Kawhi is such an anomaly overall in terms of his overall career, right? So Spurs got that chip. Toronto, he really drugged them boys all the way to the chip. Like, and then everybody's thinking like he's going to be like do something. He should have stayed with Toronto. In
Yeah,
my
he
opinion,
just say
they was going to give him whatever he wanted. That whole country
yeah,
of
a
Canada.
statue,
Exactly.
everything. They would have named the arena after him.
Honestly, they would have did whatever because that boy bought a chip. That's like somebody bringing a chip to just another no name, not a no name, but bringing a chip to a place who has seen a drought
Hmm.
in terms of championships. All right, speaking of drought,
Man, you flowing, man. You flowing.
speaking of drought, this boy Bronny, I need him to do better. I just
That man, Bronny. So look, we know why he's there. We all know
yeah
why he's there.
yeah.
He at first I thought that maybe, he just needed the platform to just be able to show
Hmm.
off his skills. But once he did get that platform, just watching him play, it looked like he didn't want the ball. They would pass him the ball, he would just pass it back immediately, go run to the corner. And I know that his game is not obviously to just be like an ISO, break your man down and go score. But I mean, at that level, that's something you should be able to do. I feel like at the professional level, you know. But even though that's not his game, I feel like it's very clear that Bronny is not NBA level at this point. He's only 20 years old. I think maybe he can get there if he spends. I think he needs years. This is not something he's gonna just
He got a
get
4 year
in.
contract. You
Yeah,
think he
yeah,
can get there in
yeah.
4 years?
In four, maybe he could end up being a productive NBA player in 4 years. Sure.
Yeah.
But he needs to spend some time in the G League. He needs to, yeah, just I would say G League first because I think we talked about this, but Bronny hasn't really dominated at any level of basketball that he's been at since middle school, right? He wasn't the
I'm
best player on his high school team. He wasn't the best player on his college team. Now he's in the NBA and it's looking like he doesn't belong. So I feel like he just needs to put in that work, develop, and hopefully he'll end up being productive.
I think he just needs to warm up. He'll get it.
Come on, man.
he just,
One-
he just needs to warm up.
Just one. Okay.
Because him and Clay got the same stats. Like,
See,
so
see, but Clay, there's a regression to the mean. Clay will, he needs to just get his groove back. Bronny
uh,
doesn't have a groove yet.
listen, some people rise to the occasion.
All
All
right,
I'm saying
that'll
is
be another hot take that you're on your own for.
I
So
I'm not gonna die on that Bronny sword. Pause.
okay, all right, all right, all
That's
right.
wild. I'm just being devil's advocate right here. I think that he honestly he'll do whatever as long as he plays one game with Bron. That's I don't think honestly that's all I think he wants is just to be able to play one game, right? Okay, and then I guess there was a poll on I don't know if it was Twitter or some website, but they did all-time one-on-one NBA players. So I want to hear your take on this. I'll give you the matchups in like a to just to see who you think would win in a style. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, we have Kobe versus James Harden one-on-one. Who do you think is taking that?
Now, so Kobe is my favorite all-time basketball player.
Hmm.
That's one of those ones where whoever gets the ball first is going to win.
Oh, okay. Let's say it's game to 11. I feel like you'll be sufficiently tired. Um, three dribbles.
Game to 11, three dribbles, Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, that three dribbles changed everything, honestly.
Yeah, you got to be able to get your moves.
Yeah.
But James Harden, he might.
Listen, James Harden is, in my opinion, yeah, he's one of the greatest offensive players of all time. But that one on one three dribble that is Kobe's game. So
Yeah.
I-
Okay.
I'll give Kobe the edge on that one.
All right, we have KD versus Tracy McGrady.
Woo, Tracy McGrady was cold, but KD, honestly, I don't. KD might now that his name is in there, he might just be the one that wins this. Honestly, yeah, KD man, no nobody being KD one on one.
KD honestly is just tall and the cheat code. I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw somebody in here that's not in here. So I'll think of a matchup when I get over there. But okay, we have Michael Jordan versus Steph Curry.
dang, that's another tough one. But once again, you said like that three dribble one on
Three
one, like
dribbles.
that is Mike's game. So and the
Okay.
size advantage. But I feel like Steph could if I Michael Jordan.
Okay. All right. Now we have Allen Iverson, Kyrie Irving.
Ooh, Kyrie.
Okay. All right. And then this is the one that I'm going to throw in that wasn't originally a part of this. So we have, I'm going to go Carmelo Anthony, and I'm going to go, who else would be a prolific four that can score? You know what? I'm gonna go KG. Mellow KG.
KG. See, KG was yeah, he was a four, but he was more of like a big man four.
Oh no. This is what I want to do. I want to do Dirk.
Okay,
I want to do
Dirk,
Dirk.
Mellow Dirk. That's another good one. But once again, one on one three dribbles.
One on one three dribbles.
Mellow, Mellow up there with KD, man.
Okay. All right. So now you got Kobe KD. Who you taking out of there?
KD, man. Love Kobe, favorite player of all time. He's not be Kevin Durant one on one, bro. Nope. We can honestly, bro. Like whoever's on the other side, I think I just got Kevin Durant right now.
All right. Cool. So KD taking it all basically for you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's go on the other side. Just to Kyrie Jordan. Three dribbles.
Three dribbles. Unfortunately, I got to pick Jordan. I just got to be realistic about it. You know what I mean?
So this one I would disagree. Right. I think
Also,
that
think about the size. Mike was like 6'6".
right. But the
Kyrie like
size, I feel like is not going to matter as much because you're getting the ball top of the key, three dribbles. So you have to. enter the low post, or you gotta be able to pull up, take that shot. And I feel like Kyrie is quick enough to disrupt his flow, but okay. I just don't think Jordan would be able to stop Kyrie. I don't think anybody low key
Yeah,
would.
I don't either. But in that scenario, I'm just imagining Jordan with the ball first and just
Okay,
backing him down 3 times.
okay. And then also Jordan, Melo.
I don't know because once Melo is a big dude. Melo's a big dude. Mike was like 6'6" and 180. Melo was like 6'8",
Melo's a
240.
dog. They both
Yeah,
dogs. And Melo's a
they're
three-level
both dogs.
scorer.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if we're just talking about one-on-one, 3 dribbles, I might have to go against the grain and pick Melo on that one just because of the matchup and the size.
Oh man, I my camera died. Good thing I got four of these.
Blooper reel.
That's funny. All right, so you got Melo versus KD. You say you taking KD over everybody?
Yeah, yeah, KD over everybody.
All right, all right, that's respectable. I can see that. Now, while I change my camera, um, what was what else did I want to ask talk to you about today?
I think we're on music, huh?
Oh yeah, let's get into these bars. Oh man, do you got your Big Sean bar of the week?
Oh, Big Sean bar of the week. Yeah, I can give one. All right, Big Sean blunder. That's gonna be the new segment that we do every week. I'm
Big
gonna come in
Sean
and give
blunder.
y'all the worst Big Sean lyrics because I do think Big Sean is a decent rapper. You know, he's a good rapper. But the lows are low. The lows are low. Like to be a solid rapper, he has some bad bars. So I'm gonna start off kind of light. So this one, all right, was in Japan so long I almost learned to speak. Had to leave back to the hood where they don't understand you unless you speak in Trapanese. Just let that one marinate for a second.
I just
That was corny
I just want to know why you said it like poetry. like I was supposed to snap
because okay,
it.
I had to enunciate it properly.
But it was definitely
The
trash. But,
viewers, come on, bro, that was corny.
but
The viewers had to understand it, and
you read it
yeah,
like slam poetry.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do that. That's the thing. I'm gonna do that every
run,
time. I'm gonna
run
read
it
like
back. Run it back. I need to hear this again.
rewind. Was in Japan so long, I almost learned to speak. Had to leave back to the hood where they don't understand you unless you speak in Trapanese.
Oh, that's so trash. What song is that from?
That's from Fire. Fire by Big Sean.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we won
crazy.
segment one. That's
Segment one,
Big
Big
Sean
Sean
blunder of
blunders,
the week. Yep.
Japanese. Okay, I feel like he could have set that up better. I'm not a rapper though. I'm not a rapper. Oh man. All right. So also in the bar section, well the musical section, we have producer of the year was Alchemist from the BET Awards. Now, Alchemist is one of my favorites off rip just because of
Same.
all the work he does with all of my favorite artists, all the underground
Yeah.
artists. You got Currency, you got Larry June, you got Primo Rice. That boy hit after hit after hit. All of the beats slap. So I have no qualms with him winning producer of the year. But people were offended. They said that Metro Boomin should have won.
Mm, I don't know, man. So look, Metro did definitely had a good run, but I just think it's like there's levels, and on a musical level, I think The Alchemist is like many leagues above Metro Boomin as far as just the music goes.
Really?
Yeah, and The Alchemist has been. I feel like he's just getting his flowers now,
Yeah.
even though he's been doing this for so long. Like he's I'm talking like 25 years back with just classics. If we talk about some of the songs that we know,
Hmm.
and that everybody knows that people might not know that he produced. Off the top of my head, I got a couple of Jadakiss songs that he produced. We Gonna Make It. Alchemist produced that.
That's a hit.
And another one was I think
I feel like
Feel
he
Me.
produced.
He produced Feel
Uh,
Me,
really?
a Jadakiss. Yeah.
Didn't
Dilated Peoples. Worst comes to worst.
he produced "Hold You Down"? Right?
Yeah, he rapped on that
Yeah.
song
Oh
too.
my goodness.
Yeah, what was that? Prodigy, Havoc,
Yeah.
Mob Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. He actually has also been back in his rapping bag. I feel like Larry June has been making him rap again.
yeah. No, he's been spitting too. So yeah, I'm totally okay with Alchemist winning that. Now, do you
Yeah.
think there might have been a racial element to the reason why people were complaining? Because for
Because it
those
was
who
the
don't know,
BET Awards.
The Alchemist is white and just won a BET award. I have no problem with it just because of how much work he's put in and the fact that he is an amazing producer. And honestly, I think when it comes to music, a lot of times people value like the overproduced, way too many elements,
Hmm.
and sometimes less is more. I think simplicity can be a beautiful thing. And sometimes all you need is a 70s soul song chopped up and looped, and you got a hit. So,
I think that it does not really matter per se. That I mean, I feel like Alchemist has been ingrained in the culture for so long.
I agree.
Also, who owns BET? Is it a black man anymore?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So
Absolutely not.
if you gonna get mad at something, let's start from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
let's start from the roots. Like, okay, right? Yeah. But no, also I feel like he's of the culture, and his music kind of transcends and speaks to the culture. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
so we gonna make it, hold you down. You ain't got nothing. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think Alchemist has been on a tear this year as well. Everybody else who was in it was ATL Jacobs was in it as a producer, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, Metro Boomin, Pete Rock, Q-Tip, Cash Cobain. Out of those people, I think the only one that kind of had a standing might have been Metro Boomin. And
Really.
low key,
Hit Boy. Don't sleep on Hit Boy.
true, but I think Metro Boomin, and I don't know if it's just because Future low key carries some of these songs, carry some of that culture on it. But I think Metro Boomin had a shot. But Alchemist for sure, definitely a good producer. Now there is always, I feel like there's a pocket, like we just talked, like I just mentioned, like there's a pocket of those type of producers who work with the artists that we like, right? So
Hmm.
we have Alchemist, we have uh,
Cardo.
Cardo,
Harry
we
Fraud.
Harry Fraud. Yeah, out of those people, so which would be? Give me your put them in order. Top five of those people who work with like those independent artists. So Cardo, Harry Fraud, Alchemist. Then you also got, who else want to say?
DJ Fresh.
DJ Fresh he just produced that with Currency,
Hmm.
and
Remember
then
Sledgerin?
yes, Sledger is fire. All right, so that's five. Out of those five, how would you rank them?
Man, I gotta put. I'll still put Alchemist on top. Like I said, this simplicity. Like you just
Hmm.
find a sample, something that like speaks to the vibe of what you're trying to put out,
Hmm.
and just loop it. You don't need to do
So
too much.
so is he really just
Okay,
somebody who's able to
I'm
find the
not saying.
sample,
Look,
or
so I'm not saying that all Alchemist does is just loop songs, right?
loop songs
Obviously,
from random
it's
Japan
yeah. No, I'm
from
not
the
saying that
70s,
Alchemist. I'm not saying Alchemist just loops old
pulling out the
songs. That's all he
crates,
does.
just
Ob- like, let's see what we can spend today. No, but obviously, he has things in his catalog that are more extravagant. But I just think that it's impressive to keep it simple and still do more with that. So I would still put him at the top. The rest, dang. This is where it gets difficult because Alchemist was my only like, oh yeah, he's at the top. Then I guess I'll go Harry Fraud.
La música de Harry Fraud.
La música de Harry Fraud. Then I'll go. This is where it gets kind of tough because DJ Fresh is also, you know, a legend, but I'll go Cardo because of the most of the early Wiz Khalifa stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was killing it on that. Then I'll go DJ Fresh, and then I'll go Sledgerin, just because I haven't heard anything from Sledgerin in probably 15 years. I don't know where that man went.
Ah, yeah, I do wonder what he's doing.
Yeah.
If I had to put him in order, I'm going Cardo. Cardo got wings. He has produced a lot of hits, both commercially and in our lane of type of music we like to listen to.
Sure.
And then I'll go Alchemist because he just definitely does have that ear for samples, and I like the way he sometimes he'll add layers to them that it's just like it's still in line with the original beats or the original samples, and it just makes a smooth beat. And it really, like, I feel like he really does cater to the artist that he's working with, because you'll see a lot of different styles. So like with Larry June, with Currency is just like a more smooth, like melodic and like consistent, really just who Currency is, and you can tell that through the samples and the music that he produces for him. Yeah, I probably put Slater last as well. Oh man, that DJ Fresh album with Currency that just came out was fire. So like he might be up there. But yeah, I would do first. I would go with Cardo, then I would go with Alchemist, then I'll go with DJ Fresh, Sledgerin.
Dang, so Harry Fraud at 4?
Oh no, Harry Fraud at 3. Harry Fraud 3 is 3A and 3B.
Okay, all right.
Sledgerin at the bottom. But he's nice though. No knock.
No knock, no shade.
No shade on that man. That man does well. Oh man. Oh, this was a good question that was posed. And I have another question that it spurred a thought of from me. But which rapper, and I saw somebody say something wild, which rapper would have a bigger career today if they not got into legal trouble? So number 1, you have Tory Lanez. 2, we got TK. 3, NBA YoungBoy. Then you got Young Thug, currently in legal trouble. I think he's gonna get off. I'm watching the case. Yeah, and then YNW Melly. What's that name? Is it MW? Melly.
All right, I already know your opinion.
Oh man, and I can't think of this last person's name for the life of me right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the sheet. I don't know who the dude is.
I know who he is, and he just got in trouble again while in jail. But I can't think of it. But yeah, all right. So who and why do you think they would have the larger career than what they had?
I'm gonna go just straight logic, right? The answer is obviously TK.
What?
Because, and I'm gonna tell you why.
So that is not at all what I thought you were gonna say.
Look, I know it. Yeah, I know it's not what you thought. But look, so TK has like what, 2 songs, right?
Yes.
And then he got life in prison.
Yes.
So clearly, if he could make more music, he'd be bigger.
No. Because
yes, everybody else on that list was already like well on their way. And like, come on, Young Thug.
But the question was, if they had not gotten in legal trouble, TK made all his songs while he was in legal trouble. The Race.
Okay,
My Chopper. Come on.
But look, he could have lied about it like everybody else does.
Nah.
It still would have been a hit if he lied about it.
No, because I feel like people only found him because they're like, oh, look at this dude who's making actual videos while he's on the run. The album cover is a picture of him,
Nah, I
a
think
wanted poster.
I think it's TK. Everybody else,
Nah,
like, come on, like NBA YoungBoy, Tory Lanez, Young Thug, like these are all like A-list dudes. Like,
their career still could get bigger.
no, it can't.
Yes, it can. I feel like
How can
Tory Lanez was on the way up with the quarantine radio,
Tory Lanez was already up. Young
independent
Thug was
deal.
already, and Young Thug was at the top.
Yes, but that cut him off. Young Thug, yeah, Young Thug was a dumb answer. If anybody, Young Thug's still at the top. uh, but Tory Lanez was on his way up. YMW Melly, I feel like I only know him because he was killing his friends. NBA YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy. I think that's part of his brand. Like, so he really can't do nothing. And I can't think of this man's name.
Yeah, I don't know who this. I never seen this man a day in my life. But so look, and just a disclaimer, I don't even really like any of these rappers or artists, with the exclusion of NBA YoungBoy at times and Young Thug at times. He has a couple, songs that I like, but I wouldn't call myself a fan of any of them.
NBA YoungBoy, is that music you listen to on your PlayStation with your black Air Forces on? He's the voice of the YNs.
The voice of the YNs. Get them off the streets.
That's crazy. All right. Well, the question that I flipped, I think is a better question overall, is which rapper do you think would have a bigger career or better career if they had not died prematurely? Number one, or just I'm gonna name the people. You can put them in any order. I have Nipsey Hussle. I never knew how to say this man's name. XXX Temptation. And then you have Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Pop Smoke.
That's a good one. So off rip, number one, Tupac, undisputed. The man was literally pivoting into being a movie star.
He grew up as an actor.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, he was getting like those major roles.
Mm-hmm.
Juice showed off like his actual acting talent.
People actually argue that Tupac was a character and he was just playing a role well.
Yeah, probably. That's what they say about Drake.
True.
Drake,
True.
He's a great actor, and Drake is a character. But yeah, I would definitely put Tupac at number one, because I feel like he would have done some more movies and been like a real international superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Then at number two, I put Biggie, just musically, because he only had like 2 albums before he died. It was the what is it? Ready to Die? The first one with him as a baby.
Honestly, now looking back on it, those are some foreshadowing.
I know. Yeah. So look, he had Ready to Die, and then he had Life After Death, which was a posthumous album. Came out after he died anyway. So I mean, and he's a legend with 2 albums. Like, if that man had a 10-year run instead of a 2-year run, come on.
But also, he was just part of the kind of foundational era of hip hop. So I think that's why they give him all of that credence.
Nah, he's nice though.
But he was also nice. Yeah, I will say that. But like I'm saying, just I feel like they give him that extra oomph because if he feels like a martyr for the game.
I get it. I still got him at number 2. So Tupac at 1, Biggie at 2. Let's see. Then who do we have left?
We got Nip,
X, Juice WRLD,
Juice,
Mac Miller, Pop Smoke. I'll put Mac Miller at number 3. I like his music, and he was definitely pretty multifaceted with it. So yeah, I'll put Mac Miller at number 3. X at 4, Juice WRLD at 5. Oh, I miss Nipsey Hussle. All right,
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Let me go back.
The West Coast was gonna kill you on that one.
Let me just go ahead and revise this real quick. I don't want any smoke with the West Coast. You know,
Gonna edit that out.
yeah, go ahead and clip that out. I'm gonna be out there soon, and I don't need anybody pulling up on me. So we got Tupac at 1, Biggie at 2. I'll put Mac Miller at 3 still. I'll put Nipsey at 4. Then I'll put X, Juice World, and Pop Smoke last.
Pop Smoke last?
I wasn't a fan.
Baby, welcome to the party. Christian Dior Dior.
I just wasn't a fan. See, no, you said 2 different songs, and those
They both sound like one.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not good in New York no more. No chopped cheeses for you.
Is what it is, man.
That's crazy. All right. If I had to put in order who I think will have the bigger career between Nipsey Hussle, Triple X Tentacion, Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Pop Smoke, I'm going Nipsey Hussle. It may be because I'm West Coast, it may be because I'm biased, and it may be because Nipsey Hussle was in that sort of genre and that sort of lane that I like, but he was like the commercial version of all of the rappers that I enjoy. And he had such a prolific business mind that I think he would have been able to leverage his business success, his music success, and he would be kind of what people see as like Jay-Z is now, eventually. At number 2, I am going to go with, dang, this is a difficult one. Everybody else is kind of like, I feel like Juice WRLD and Triple X was gonna crash out any point. So those is my 6 and 7. Like that's what I was thinking. Like y'all, like it wasn't nobody that honestly, like it was your own. An addiction is a disease, but I feel like once you in that world, you in that world.
Well, X got murdered though. He didn't overdose.
Okay, true.
Just want to throw it out there.
True.
Mac Miller did. Mac Miller overdosed.
Yeah. So that's my bottom 5, 6, 7 right there. Mac Miller at 5.
Wow. All right.
I'm going with number 2 is going to be. I think Biggie Smalls would have a bigger career, but I think he would have got wrapped up in this Diddy stuff, and he would have failed just as bad right there. You look so good. I would on your dad. Come on, bro. Come on. Like
I'm not gonna lie. We could even do a segment of like Biggie disturbing bar of the week because he said some stuff that I'm just like, you're not a good person.
Yeah.
You're just not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them old heads they was already coming for us in the comments. Them old heads is really gonna be on our head now. That's crazy.
Listen, don't come for me, OGs. You saw me respect Jordan in that 1-on-1. You know, I gave respect to Michael Jordan. I said Tupac as my number 1. Come on,
man. My man said a hip, a hop, a hippie.
Hip hop. It started out at the bar.
Our heads is crazy.
And I went to the mall and I bought some shorts. Then I stepped on the basketball court.
Oh man. Yeah,
they're coming for us now.
They're gonna cook us.
Yeah.
Oh man. But for my number 2, like I said, I think Biggie, and then I would have went Pac. Actually, I think Pop Smoke would have did a lot better. But I think he had good mentorship in 50 Cent, and you see how 50 Cent is out here moving with the business minded. I think if he would have brought him under his wing a little bit, not a little bit more, but if he would have kept sticking around 50, some of that game would have rubbed off on him. He would have had that business acumen set up. He'd have been good. I think he would have blew up in probably one of the more wholesome ways. Yeah, that's the list. Oh man.
Back to Pop Smoke real quick, because you put him pretty high. He was starting to get into acting too, and there was this one movie that I saw. It was a basketball movie. I forgot the title of it. You know, story was decent, but it was clear by the way they did the cuts that man could not hoop. and it was like they had either a trampoline or they lowered the hoop to like 7 feet because I know Pop Smoke was not yamming like that, and the acting was just not good. All the man did, he had like 5 lines, and they were all like mad racist against the Asians too. That was crazy. It was crazy, honestly. Like the movie was just a highlight reel of Pop Smoke being racist against the Asian dude.
I've
So
never.
his acting
Oh
career
man.
was not about to take off.
Yeah, his acting career might not have taken off. Hopefully, he know how to invest. It's crazy.
You might have to, yeah, definitely clip that one with some of the,
Some of the footage,
yeah,
I remember seeing those clips on Twitter.
yeah,
Oh man, but
yeah,
hey man, R.I.P. my man Pop Smoke. It's
yeah. R.P.
crazy.
Pop Smoke though.
Yeah, he would have. I guess business acumen is something I was talking a lot about. Um, we do like to talk business a little bit, people. One of the things that I did see last week going kind of viral was this man. First and foremost, I think Elon Musk is a alien, somebody from a different world. This man is doing the absolute
Blowing.
most. But he did he actually had a great week. He launched some rockets into space, some super heavy rockets, and caught it with some chopsticks. And
That
then
I'll give him, I'll give Elon Musk props one single time for the, and not even Elon Musk. I will give the engineers that designed that props, who just happened to work at a company owned by Elon Musk. I'll give them props because that was extremely impressive to be able to catch the rocket booster
yeah,
as it's coming down. Like that's a feat
yeah,
that's never been done before, and that's seriously impressive. You know, real, yeah, real
yeah. They
big
said that they could.
data science right there.
They said that they can launch rockets for 20 times less than what NASA does, which is a tremendous feat. And I give Elon props for being able to put together a team, a collective.
Once again, props to the engineers and props to the people who found those engineers.
Yes.
And that was, still wasn't Elon. But go on.
All right. And that man also got these driverless robots going around, taxis and robots. I think that's going to be crazy. I think that's going to be game changing. It's going to be really weird for people as well because you can't control. Like, would you get in a driverless with no brake pedal, no steering wheel, driverless car, and ride around?
At this point, I'm gonna say no, just because there's been too many like flaws. I feel like in some of the driverless systems,
Hmm.
and even just the electronic cars as a whole. Like, I think last week or a few weeks ago, Geico said they were no longer insuring Cybertrucks. Do you know how big that is?
Isn't that
So
why
look,
they? Go ahead.
Geico is no longer insuring Cybertrucks because they're too risky. Geico says. I have Geico. They don't do any sort of inspection. You just go online and you put in what kind of car you have, and they say, okay, cool, here's your policy. So for them to for them to not insure Cybertrucks, something is seriously wrong there. And I hope that everybody is, being safe and exercising caution when they drive.
But don't the Cybertrucks have their own? Well, Tesla has its own insurance company because of stuff like that.
This just happened.
I know, but I'm saying, doesn't Tesla themselves, the company, I feel like they have their own financing company and they have their own insurance company.
I
For
wasn't aware. I wasn't aware of them having their own in-house insurance company.
yeah, I could have sworn
Yeah.
that's the thing. I'll double check and fact check that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think I have seen, and next time you come out to LA, we can take a driverless car and see what it feels like. I know that they're doing the testing in Culver City with the Jaguars going around. Um,
Hmm.
so
I'm cool
that
as long as as long as we don't get on the highway. If we stay on city streets, it's all good.
yeah, that's fine. But no, I think that's gonna be interesting to see. I feel like is gonna be good overall. I think it's gonna be more separating though as well in terms of like you'll be able to buy a car that can make money for you, and so it's gonna be a little bit more of the haves and have-nots. It's like, hey, my car out here working. Y'all car ain't doing that.
Imagine that you just set your car up on Uber, just go get people.
Go give me that money. Come
I
back.
will say, yeah, I think it's a good and a bad thing. I think it's going in a good direction, but it's just
Hmm.
rough right now because we're in the beginning phases. But yeah, so truly, a lot of y'all do not need to be on the roads. There are a lot of bad drivers out there, and I think I would rather take my chances with the computer messing up than with somebody who doesn't know how to drive.
Yeah,
So
but I also
I
think that's
think yeah, I think this
that,
whole thing is a good idea. It could be a way for more elderly people to get around.
mm-hmm.
People who are have disabilities, easier way for them to get around. I think it's a good idea. We're just in the beginning phases right now, so
Yeah, I really
we
think
work
it's
out
gonna
the
be used by
kinks.
people who trying to drink. To be honest, keep it a bean. Have you? If you live in LA and you trying to get a Uber from your house to the club and from the club back, that's $120 for a random Friday night. And if you try to go out to Saturday night, that's another $120. If you try to go out Sunday to a little brunch spot and drink, that's another $120. So I think the car low key gonna make his money back real quick in terms of being able to utilize it as an Uber instead of like, oh man, I can't go because or I can't drink. I feel like a lot of people who are alcoholics, I think it's going to enable alcoholism. Which is one thing.
See, I'm thinking of the positives.
I think it's going to enable alcoholism, but I mean, I'd
We'll
rather
see.
them not drink and drive. So that's one thing.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. There's definitely going to be some legal loopholes that they're going to try because when you get pulled over, it's the whole thing that you can't be operating a motor vehicle, right?
Yeah,
So I mean, are you operating it?
you just sitting there.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
maybe
don't
you
have
have
to
to just not sit in the driver's seat.
take that up with Elon. He got enough money to cover this ticket. That's not on me. And then the other thing that they did was the robots. I think that's going to be crazy. If
But
these robots
Did you hear though?
that they were all powered by people,
Yeah,
yeah. But I still think if he's able to add that AI and the robots together, uh, that's going to lay off a whole bunch of people.
unfortunately, and we can stop saying him because it's not him running the show. It's just the
Te-
dudes that he.
the
It's
the
the
team
minds. It's the
the
minds that
team at
he
Tesla,
employs.
the engineers, the number two people, the people on the floor. Yes,
Yeah, there we go.
the
It's the
whole
people.
team
It's
at
the people on
Tesla.
the ground, man. It's not just one lucky billionaire just not out here. He's not out here like Tony Stark building.
Exactly.
No, he's
All of
not
the
doing all that.
all of the people who are enabling this technology. But I think that is going to be crazy because what jobs really would they not be able to do? Right, all those labor jobs are going to go away. What are those people going to be able to do? A lot of those jobs are from people who chose to go into a trade craft and I chose to pursue a higher education. And them plumbers and stuff be making bread, like 150, 200 a year just off of plumbing, and a lot of people are choosing to go that route because they see like, oh, I don't have any college debt, and I can get into making money real quick, and I can make a lot of money, right? More than people who are getting that liberal arts degree or whatever it is. They're taking that route, and now what happens if you bring in and fill the economy with a bunch of robots that are able to essentially do the tasks that you were able to do, right? That's going to be
Yeah.
ridiculous, and there's going to be a lot of people who are unemployed. So you have to be able to have those higher level skills. But then again, AI is going to be able to do a
Those
lot
higher
of the
level
work.
skills. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. Because I think it has the potential to be a disruptor,
Hmm.
but at the same time, we're still in the early phases. Like the robots weren't even robots; they were just being controlled by people behind the scenes. You know. Um. So I think we still have a long ways to go before we have a robot coming in your house and fixing your toilet.
So, quick question though, like if there's still like people behind, you able to do the actual work, what if they people are outsourced to those, those low income, a lot of people countries where it's like, oh, okay, cool, we're gonna pay these people 10 cents on a dollar to do all the work that virtually that Americans would do, and we're gonna get away with it because it's cheaper labor and we ain't gotta pay no taxes on that or no all of that. That's gonna be,
So
I
you
think that's,
say you're saying have um someone else in a foreign country operate the plumbing robot?
yeah, I think that's gonna be another disruptor is just having those.
Well, you have to be. I feel like you have to be licensed for that. I mean, I'm not gonna have somebody sitting at a desk operating the plumbing robot from a different country. You know, you better be qualified and certified.
Yeah, but I'll make the company that says, "Hey, yeah, this is Robo Plumbers R Us," and we'll come to your house with a robot, and he has the AI software, and it'll scan it, and we'll have the person on the other side just doing the work. In a low income country, we'll fix all your plumbing and we'll replumb your whole house for $100 labor. Like who gonna say no? Right?
Hey, I guess we'll see when it happens, but we still have a long ways to go before that's even a remote possibility.
Yeah, I think all of this technology and overall is making people more disenfranchised in terms of it separating people in terms of interacting a lot, right? So even if you think of it like social media is like, yeah, you're supposed to be connecting with people, but I could just passively look through your life and not have to connect with you on a one-to-one level. Or if you're looking at, because I remember when I was growing up, uh, my parents used to try to force me to get on the phone with people. I'm like, no, I text them. I ain't trying to do all that. I'm not trying to sit on the phone with them all day. Like I just text them and be good. Like it's not a thing. And they're like, no, you need to be able to get on the phone and call your auntie. She'll know. I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? And it just starts to put that distance between people.
Yeah,
And I think people are, and pandemic kind of supercharged that in terms of people just being more to themselves, more in the house. So I think that's one thing that's going to be a commodity is being able to actually bring people together and actually bring people in person, because we work from home now. I don't see another person for hours. I don't say two words. I wake up at 4 a.m. I don't say nothing at 12 o'clock. Like that's crazy. Just in the
yeah.
house.
No,
And
that's accurate. I'll go like 2 days without leaving the house.
yeah, you ain't got to do. You could have the food brought to your house. You can have
Right to your
anything you
door.
want
Yeah,
in 2 days brought to your house. Like it's really no need to. If you really wanted to, you don't have to see another person, which is really crazy. And I think that we're meant to actually interact with each other the way that we're built in terms of humans. And it's in our DNA and whatnot.
yeah.
But
I think
gosh,
it can go both ways. I think it also allows us to stay connected at the same time. So while you might be minimizing the in-person, face-to-face interactions, you
hmm
now can basically communicate with anyone, anywhere in the world, at any time, any way you want. A video call, text, anything. So
yeah,
I
that's
think
also
the
true.
potential, it goes both ways.
But I see a lot of
And
people being passive. Like one of the bigger things that came out in the recent couple years was just streaming. You got 100,000 people just sitting watching somebody else do something fun. like, yeah, you go out and live your best life. I'll be here with you. I was with him from day one, just sitting on my computer screen. While I remember when he got his first subscriber. I like, comment, subscribe, but I remember when he got his first subscriber.
says Darren on the stream.
Exactly. But you get what
But
I'm saying though. Like people are,
yeah,
I think they need to do more, get out more, go outside, touch grass.
touch grass, sponsored by 2G's.
2G's, touch grass.
Grass and what? Grass and ground.
Grass and ground. Oh man. All right, man. You got anything else you wanted to share with them today?
So I do have one little segue I wanted to throw in that I was thinking about when we were talking about AI,
Okay.
and kind of just like the rapid evolution of AI. Like I know
hmm
that I was saying that we still have a long way to go before we see it implemented in the ways that it can really impact our life physically, like in terms of a robo plumber or something like
hmm
that. But I'm just thinking back when it first truly became mainstream around like 2020 ish. Chat GPT busted on the scene. We were having conversations, asking questions, and now we have whole entire songs come out, and it's like, is this a real person? Is this an artist? Like I was on YouTube the other day, just going through my recommended videos, and somebody made a whole Michael Jackson song, AI, and like it's getting to the point now where like AI like has soul, like you can barely even tell that it's like a generated voice and not like an actual person. And I'll send you that after we get off. But it's pretty crazy how rapid the advancement has been happening.
Yeah, I thought it was, and people flamed him for it. But when Drake did the Tupac, the Snoop, all of those voices in the beef, I thought that was clever.
Nah, they should have flamed him. He
I
deserves
thought that
that.
was clever
You
because
you
it's
think
artistic. Like it
you
really,
you,
like
you
if
think
you think
Tupac?
about it, It's
And Snoop,
artistic.
you think Tupac and Snoop were gonna be on Drake's side in the beef against the West Coast Kendrick Lamar?
But that was the whole thing. It was like, Kendrick, you need to flame him. Like, I need you to, I need you to do this, Kendrick. And then Snoop was, nephew, stand up for the West, nephew.
That's crazy.
Like, it was like,
Did we ever get Snoop's feedback on that?
I don't remember, but I don't imagine Snoop, who's now seen as this like Buddhist monk, low key in the industry of like, he has shows with Martha Stewart. He is the commentator for the Olympics as our representation, basically. I don't think he would have a strong standing opinion like, forget that Canadian. I don't like his light skin, blah blah blah, and just cuss people out like that. That's not Snoop image no more. He's no longer, you know, Snoop who's on a murder trial. Like he
We'll
is not
see.
that guy. He's a grandpa
We'll
now.
see. Hey Snoop, if you see this, let me know what your opinion on that was, because I haven't seen it.
But yeah, I think that all of those AI songs are funny as heck. Especially when they do SpongeBob and Mr.
Yeah.
and Mr. Krabs.
Hmm.
Yeah, nah, them low key need to be.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't know who gonna get paid for those.
That's the thing. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. Also, the fraud implications. Them scammers is gonna run wild with that. They're gonna call your grandpa, call your grandma with your voice like, "Hey, grandma, send me the cheese. I need $100,000."
Yep. Spoof your actual phone number. They could probably
Yep.
do that now.
Yep. Yep. Because my parents still be falling for the. They said, that my account is. I was like, who texted you that? And you believed them? Are
Yeah,
you serious?
they get my grandma with that all the time. She'll call me like PayPal says I owe them $631. Grandma, you have PayPal? No, you owe them $631. Then just ignore it.
Right. I just say, wait till something breaks. Wait till wait,
Yep.
wait till somebody come knocking at your door in a suit talking about, excuse me, debt collection.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. But nah, this was a good episode today.
Yeah, that's the only last segue I wanted to throw in there. That's why we went for an hour today. Wow,
Hey man, we giving the people what they need.
what they need really, just me and
Game,
you. This is just a regular phone call between me and you.
really, and they just get to listen in, and we get to clip it up and argue with unks in the comment section.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, people. Well, we appreciate your time today. We will be back next Thursday, and I think the NBA season starts, so we're gonna make some predictions, some calls. We're gonna let y'all know
Quality, quality
some
content.
real quality.
D Ward's gonna be back with some horrible takes,
First
and
and
I'll be back.
foremost,
I'll be back with some horrible Big Sean bars.
first and foremost, my takes is not that bad. All right, y'all.